and you have reached the vibrational frequency of 369tesla.com. And now I'm going to show you something really cool. So what you're looking at here, people, is a beautiful sunny day over Oslo, Norway, the capital of Norway, in 2015. And I'm on my veranda as always, and I'm filming the clouds. And boy, did I get some real cool footage on this day. What you're looking at here, people, is actually quite amazing. These are in fact interdimensional portals. You saw a bird fly by there. They have something to do with this, but I'm not going to get into that right now. All I can say is that the birds are much more than you think they are. They are in fact absolutely worthy of our admiration and our thankfulness. Actually, we owe them a lot. I will get into that in another video. Now let's look at these incredible structures, these portals that's coming out from more or less nowhere. It is actually connected to the sun, and it is an interdimensional portal. It facilitates for ETs and IDs, that means interdimensionals, to come into our reality through these portals. You see these vortices, or whatever you want to call them. If you look from left to right, you will see that these are in fact also interdimensional spaceships that come through the sun. They come from left to the right. Everything you're looking at here, people, has to do with travel in time and space, and part of this future spaceship that's actually carrying the sun around. And this is the sun Alcyon, which is not the sun, it is a stargate. Here is the important thing to know about this thing with Alcyon. First of all, every 26,000 years, people, we make one full rotation in the Milky Way galaxy, and our solar system ends up smack in the middle, right next to our central sun of the Milky Way, which is Alcyon, which is a stargate, which is also a big UFO, and that's what you're looking at right now. It looks like it's just right outside my window. It's incredible. It is just incredible. But it shows that we are now smack in the middle of the galaxy, and this is a very crowded place, people. There is intelligent, conscious life absolutely everywhere, and they are all around us. But what you don't know is that you can't always see them. They are not always in spacecraft, in silver plate looking spacecraft. They are in fact mostly interdimensional, and they are invisible to the naked eye. But they are not invisible to my camera. It is all about vibrational frequency. The sun is connected, as you can see, to these different structures you're looking at right now. First of all, this huge thing that's coming from up there and down to the ground. See, it looks like that is a part of the portal system. Also, the sun is totally contained by this huge spaceship. So it's a big system. And through all these openings and exits, we have the Stargate system. And this is all connected to the precession of the equinoxes. I'm going to go a little bit more into details on the precession, but first I'm going to show you these birds, which are really interesting. Go back a little bit. I'm going to play this in slow motion. Now let's take a closer look here. You can see these birds are you can not see it exactly here, but basically many of these birds are in fact interdimensional light beings, aka Pleiadians, aka Arcturians, aka Vegas, aka Procyon, aka Orions, Dracos, Ursa Minor and Major. Okay, that was hard to say. Anyway, you catch my drift. This is a huge system, and it's incredible to watch So from right to left, we have the movement, and through this sun comes all this craft. And right now, people, there are millions of craft surrounding our planet. They are here to help us through this ascension process, which we call the precession of the equinoxes. And it happens every 26,000 years when we align with the central sun and the center of the Milky Way galaxy. We are permeated by a photonic light, from the photonic belt, which is a big belt of gamma radiation that permeates out from the center of this Alcyon. And it extends really, really far out in the space. And all our planets are now going through this photonic belt, and the gamma ray radiation is permeating and going straight through everything, also our DNA. And this is the most important thing that is the issue about this precession, is that we will have our DNA revived. We used to have 12 strands of DNA back in the day, in the golden age of humanity. That was about 15 to 20,000 years ago. We used to have these 12 strands of DNA. We had the incredible skills and incredibly long lifetimes. People lived up to 400 years, was like very normal. We have all the stories from the Bible which explains exactly that. It has to do with a different vibrational frequency, people. For 2,000 years we have been in the sign of Pisces. This has been 2,000 years of cruelty. Look at these birds. They are in fact these interdimensional light beings, the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians, they are something else. They are actually our family of light. We are also part of the family of light. About 200,000 years ago, they came down to planet Earth, set up a few bases, and saw this human-looking Cro-Magnon, I believe it was. Could have been also at the same time. There was like 8 or 9 different species of human on planet Earth, set out in different parts of the world with their special set of genes and DNA. So 200,000 years ago, the last one, the Pleiadians, they left us with their DNA in our DNA. So they wanted to raise up humanity to become civilized beings. Question if they really succeeded in that. Well, I guess the jury is still out on that. Anyway, it's been 26,000 years since the last time, and it has been depicted and it has been described in many different old scriptures, like the Vedas, like the Bible, and many other. Every culture, more or less, even back to when we were using the cave walls to express our creativity. All the way back, we have been depicting these entities. So I'm going to leave you with that, people. Rest assured that big things are coming. It is here. We are inside the photonic belt. Our DNA will be reactivated. We have been using 2 strands of DNA, 10% of our mental capacity, our brain capacity. People like Tesla and Einstein may have used, 20%. I believe I'm maybe one of those who are actually already started to feel the effects of this DNA revolution that we are actually on the verge of coming into. This sunlight, this photonic light, is the most important of the factors that will actually rejuvenate and reactivate our DNA. We will have the ability to telepathic communication. We will have a much closer relationship to God. We will also find ourselves that we are not interested in all these foolish wars that we have been doing for the last couple of thousand years. It is time to wake up, people, and understand that, first of all, we are not alone in the universe. Second of all, we are non-physical beings having a physical experience. So in the next 2-3 decades, I believe we are going to have another society built on totally new values, and it's going to be great. It is also the age of Aquarius. I am Aquarius, and with that I say goodbye and thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, push that red button, you know, and you will get all the updates and all the new videos that I put out there. So thank you for now, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Bye bye.